Are you thinking about making a move to Las Vegas, but you're not quite sure where you should start? Well, you are not alone. I'm going to take you through the process of making a move to Las Vegas with all my tips and tricks on this checklist. So let's get into it. It used to be that you could get anywhere in Las Vegas in 20 to 25 minutes. But that is no longer the case. So actually researching some of the neighborhoods that you're interested in are going to be crucial to get you started. So on the surface, when you're looking at these neighborhoods, I always suggest to my clients that they drive them. If you find a house that you really like, drive the neighborhood if at all possible. That will tell you a lot about whether or not you're going to like the neighborhood where that house is located and to see if it fits your lifestyle. Kind of like, how far away is the grocery store? What are the schools that might be there? Is it in an HOA or is it not an HOA and people have their cars up on blocks in the driveway? What is going to be your ultimate lifestyle neighborhood? Then keep in mind, if you are a Raiders player, you may end up in Southern Highlands or in Sparata if you want to be close to the Raiders practice facility. Or if you need to be close to the airport, there are neighborhoods that are within a 10 to 15 minute drive from our international airport. Or do you have horses that you are bringing to Las Vegas? Then you may want to look in the Northwest, where we have a lot of horse property. So keep in mind, research first before you make a decision of which neighborhood you want to live in. One of the things that I get asked a lot about when clients are relocating from other communities is, what is the cost of living in Las Vegas? And while we get a lot of people moving from coastal cities across the country, like Southern California, Northern California, Seattle, all of those areas are going to be much more expensive for their cost of living than Las Vegas is. I've even been visiting relatives in San Francisco and done grocery shopping, and the groceries tend to be almost double sometimes what you can grocery shop for in Las Vegas. And housing prices, while people who have lived here for a long time, we've really noticed the cost of living as far as housing going up. But if you're coming from one of these coastal communities, our homes are a bargain and much larger than what you could get in your area that you're moving from. So the other thing that you will notice is when you go to register your car or you're getting insurance for your vehicle, we can be high. And we've been told that it's because we have a lot of tourists, we have a lot of people moving in, moving out. But if you're coming from one of those states that has state income tax, we don't have that. So yes, you may pay more for your registration and your insurance, but you have no state income tax. So you're still ahead, I think. How does the cost of living affect your decision to move to a new city? Let me know in the comments below. The next thing that you need to be prepared for when relocating to Las Vegas is the heat in the summertime. And while, yes, we all laugh when people say it's a dry heat, it is still really hot. You will notice when you're walking into some of the stores that they have little makeshift covers on the door handles, because if they're metal, it is going to burn you if they're not covered with something. And if you're like me and you have leather seats in your car, don't wear shorts in the summertime without having something on those leather seats, because if you're out in the sun or your car is parked out in the sun, you could potentially burn your legs. But there is a 2-letter word that is going to be your best friend. AC. Good old air conditioning. You're going to really go from your house, which has air conditioning, to your car, which also has air conditioning. But one way that you can really have a great summer, do things as early in the day as possible. If you're gonna go grocery shopping, go in the morning. If you're gonna go on a run, go in the morning. Yes, it is still going to be warm, but it won't be as warm as if you wait until the middle or the end of the day. But keep in mind, if you're coming from the East Coast or you're coming from somewhere that has snow, you have to alter what you do in the wintertime because of the snow. It's the same thing here in Las Vegas, except that you're adjusting those time frames in the summertime instead, because our winters are glorious. You are going to find that you want to be outside in the wintertime because our winters are generally mild, and we do get a little bit below freezing overnight in the wintertime. Not a lot, but we can have a few weeks where that does happen. So you're going to really be able to enjoy the outdoors, go biking, go for that run anytime in the winter. So you're going to really enjoy not shoveling snow to get your car out of the driveway. You are really going to have a great time here in the wintertime. The job market in Las Vegas, you would think that the only things available are casino jobs or hotel jobs. And while we do have probably 30% of our job market is in the hospitality industry, that leaves 70% that's not. And when you take into consideration all of the expansion that is happening in the Las Vegas Valley, you are not going to have a hard time finding a job in our valley. And we are a hotbed for entrepreneurs, businesses either expanding part of their network to Las Vegas or actually starting their entire business from scratch right here, because we have great tax incentives for businesses, and our community here is so strong that chances are, if you know someone who lives here and you ask them, listen, I'm looking for this specific career, they will be able to point you in the right direction, because we really are a very small community, but we do take care of our own. So whatever that job sector is that you're looking for, whether it's in sports and entertainment, the government sector, if you're military, any of the airlines, we have so much opportunity here. You are going to be blown away with what you can actually accomplish in the job market in Las Vegas. If you're new to my channel, I am Eileen Guilbeault. I'll be your go-to real estate advisor, specializing in helping people relocate to Las Vegas. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you are notified every time a new video comes on. Let's continue. When relocating, schools, if you have kids, are right at the top of your list of things that you want to know about. So Clark County School District is the 5th largest school district for public schools in the country. that includes Henderson, North Las Vegas, and Las Vegas. And within the public school system, we have charter schools, we have magnet schools, we have career and technical academies, and then we also have private schools, and we have both religious and non-religious private schools. Some of them include elementary through middle school. Some of them are strictly middle and high, and then we have some that are strictly high school. So you are going to find a school that is going to fit your child's needs and how you want your kids to learn within the Las Vegas Valley. There are a ton of options. And if you're looking for higher education learning, UNLV is here with so many options. There is a medical school at UNLV, a dental school, a law school, and we have one of the highest rated hospitality programs in the country, which does make sense, right? Since we probably have more casinos and hotels than probably anywhere else in the country as well. But there are so many options that you can choose from. There's also Nevada State College that also has Nevada State High School. So Nevada State High School is a school where your kids starting in 11th and 12th grade can earn college credit and actually graduate high school with an associate's degree potentially. So school options, there are so many. And we do also have a very large homeschooling community. So whatever it is that you're looking for as far as schools go, you'll find it here in Las Vegas. Whenever you move to a new city, the DMV is the last thing that you want to do. You do not want to stand in line. You do not want to go through this whole process. But if you are making Las Vegas your primary residence, you have 30 days from the time that you move here to actually make those changes. And our DMV does not allow walk-ins anymore. Everything has to be done by appointment only on the website. And no, that does not mean you're not going to wait. You are still going to have probably about a 2-hour wait to get that done. If Las Vegas is not your primary residence, and this is going to be your second or third home, you may want to look into what it's going to cost you before you make that change. But if it's your primary residence, that has to be done within a 30-day time frame. What is the one thing that when you think about relocating totally stresses you out and you need help with? Let me know in the comments below. When looking to move to a new city, it's not just your kids that are probably a little anxious about moving schools, making new friends. Even as adults, I feel like we get a little bit stressed out about where are we going to meet people. So the best way that I can tell you to do that is to reach out to people that you maybe already know. What are they involved in? Or is there something specific that you really love to do? Like, I created a hiking group because I love to hike and I didn't want to go by myself. So I just invited a bunch of people that I know to see if anybody wanted to join me. You can always do that. But there are so many organizations here in town, whether it is nonprofits, whether it is meetups. There is a Vegas chamber and a Henderson chamber that you can join that have so many advantages for people who have businesses here that you can actually get some guidance, meet some new people. There are many women's organizations here in town. And then In your master planned communities, there are so many community events that they put on throughout the year. So if you're in Summerlin, you're going to find that there is a calendar of events for residents to join. And you are really going to find that we have a very diverse community of people, and whatever you are interested in, chances are that you're going to find other people who are as well. So if you have trouble finding a group that you really connect with, reach out and hopefully I'll be able to point you in the right direction. For more videos on relocating to Las Vegas and other real estate tips, make sure to watch one of the videos on the screen. I'm Eileen Guilbeault, and I will see you on the next video.